Wow. Breaking news from the banks to buy gold and silver in 2025. We're going to dive into that, folks. We're also going to look into what Amin has said that he's going to come and get from us next week. The guy from India, folks. This is breaking news. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. We are currently sitting at 4,484 of us. Thank you all so much for the rapid growth. If you're not yet subscribed, come join us. We are growing fast. Thank you all for the ones who have subscribed already. Let's just get into the video. Look, we have done 2025 videos before, and I've been saying I do believe silver and gold will take off in 2025. Now some of these banks are telling us to buy mostly gold in 2025, but I know there's a lot of people out there can't afford gold, so why not buy silver for now and trade for gold later? Look, we know the BRICS nations are buying gold in record numbers. We know the central banks are buying gold in record numbers. Some of these central banks are 3 times higher than they are normally buying gold in years past. Why? They're warning about the US dollar now once again. We can't say it's going to be here forever because we know the US dollar is falling little by little by little. Then we're going to wake up one gosh darn day and maybe the dollar will be worth zero. We're close to that time, folks. I just don't know how the way to put it. People are going to say, oh, I'm fear-mongering. Well, if you think I'm fear-mongering, well, fine. Then maybe just click off and don't watch. But what I am doing, I am trying to go after any type of silver. Well, mostly 90% silver and 40% silver halves. That is what I am going after right now. You know, back in last February, folks, I got these ABC bars, 10 ounce from Australia. I'll pick one up for you. I got 2 of them. I've said this before. I got them off of Liberty Coin back in February of 2024. They are now currently selling for over $365 each now. That is a big gain in silver price. I bought them when they were about $22 an ounce. Had a little bit of premium on them. Yes, I paid a little bit of premium on them, but I'm happy I did. I'm really kicking myself in the butt that I didn't buy more of the ABC bars from Australia because I do like those type of bars. You know, it is what it is there, but, you know, would have, could have, should have. I'm not touching them right now. I might have missed the boat on that one for myself. I just can't see myself spending $360 on a 10 ounce bar right now. If you don't have any, then, you know, you might want to pick some up. You know, maybe, you know, this time next year in 2025, I'm going to be kicking myself in the butt that I didn't buy them at $360 and now they're $560. Who knows where the price is going to go? But I do strongly believe we will see $50 silver in 2025. I do believe that gold, we could see over $3,000 an ounce and maybe getting close to the push to $3,500 an ounce by the end of 2025. Amin is warning people that, you know, we better start stacking now. Little at a time, he says. He says, I'm not telling to people, he says, convey to the people, I'm not trying to tell them to go buy it all at once. Little by little, it adds up. I've said that before. He's sending the same message. Now to get into what he is going to do. He has also have another 8 doctors just wired him some money this past week. He's coming in next week when all the money comes through. And he's sending more silver back to India. That is what he's doing, folks. He can only send so much to per each address. So they have to use their own address. His home can't use a doctor's office address anymore for the rest of this year because then he is maxed out. Now, I have bought these other bars too I'll get into in a minute. But going back to Amin, he says people are so in love with silver and gold in India the Indian government is telling the people to stack, 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 stack. Why is that not happening here in the States? Why is that not happening in Canada? We're just being lied to that everything is fine. Look, everything's not fine when plants are closing left and right. All right? We are so on the cuff. We're losing so many jobs. And it's going to continue in 2025, I do believe. This has nothing to do against Trump or anything like that. But it's the way the life is right now. We have mass job loss, and the news really don't want to talk about it. You see little bits and pieces here and there. But the news wants to put a thing out there saying everything is fine. Well, I don't watch much cable news. I'm picking this up online, folks. Everything's not fine. We've seen all these food recalls. I mean, we could go on to any direction you want to. But the point of this video is, if you need help stacking, I'm not a financial advisor. I am stacking, again, 90% silver and 40% silver. That is what I'm stacking. I'm not even worried about the 35% war nickels at this time. If I see a buy on them on eBay, I'm going to pick them up. But I am more focused on the 90% silver and 40% silver right now, because I do believe that the 90% silver for sure will be the first to be gone. And I'm hearing that from you folks a lot. Your coin shops are drying up of 90% silver. We're having a hard time keeping it in our shop that I work for. So with that being said, I am trying to gobble up as much as I can, and and trying to get it below melt. And it's not getting that easy to do anymore like it used to be. Even eBay's drying up a little bit for the auctions or for buy it nows, and I'm constantly on eBay. We're on eBay even at the shop to try to get some stuff for the shop for, off of eBay for the shop. If we can get it at a good deal, we're gonna buy it for the shop. Our owner of the shop has his own eBay account. We're using his eBay account at the shop, and it's already linked to the credit card. They accept it. We make a counter offer back, whatever the case may be. We are going to get it for the shop. We're trying to keep our customers happy as pie as we can. Right now, we do have some dimes in stock. Quarters seem to be okay in stock right now. Half dollars right now, we're okay. 40% and a half. You want to call it plenty? We got plenty right now. They're still selling though. So with that being said, and the 40%ers seem to start selling more when we really start dwindling down on the 90% silver halves. That is when we start selling more of the 40%ers. People say, okay, it's 40%, still good enough. They're buying them up. The sell-through rate on eBay is very high on the 40%ers. Some people love them. Some people don't love them. Well, you know what? It's still silver at the end of the day. And someone will make a comment. I guarantee it. Someone will make a comment. The melters don't want them. Well, I've said it before. I don't give a rat's behind if the melters don't want them. When we're into the trading mode, folks, people will learn. People will learn very quickly of what the different types of silver is. You might not think they're going to learn very quickly. They will learn very quickly. It's 40%. More and more, I think more and more businesses will take it eventually. It's going to start out, and it's happening now. Your mom and pop stores, your farmers market, your local butchers might even be willing to take it. This is the time now. You got to build the team up who's going to take it. Ask around. Ask your local restaurants. Ask your local butcher shop. Ask your local farmers if they're willing to take 90% or 40% silver. Even now. Even now. I don't mean you got to give up a lot of it now. But if you start now, giving up 1/4 here, 1 silver dime here, 1/40% here, build that relationship up now. Because they will know, okay, you're good for the money, and they're willing to accept it now, then they're willing to accept it later. You got to do that now. That's if you want to call it advice, that's my advice there. Build up your team now of who's willing to take it. We got to educate the younger people out there. And some of these younger people, you know, I'm not going to call them dumb and stupid. No, I'm not going to do that. We just have to educate them about real money. Silver, gold. You know, platinum, you know, I don't think it's money. That's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't take, you know, I guess I would take platinum for, you know, goods and services. But really, at the shop, we're not selling a lot of it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think platinum is a bad metal. I think it's undervalued. You know, it's not a metal that I would go after myself. Some people love platinum, which is fine. Like I said, I don't have problem with platinum myself at all. But I said I'm not the one who's going to stack platinum. I would stack gold more than I would stack platinum. And right now, I don't own any gold because I'm waiting for the ratio to drop. And maybe eventually I'll turn in some of my 10-ounce bars for gold when the ratio is right. When that day comes, I will let you guys know if I'm going to trade silver for gold. You know, again, you have to make your own decisions. So don't take anything what I say is financial advice. Go adopt a puppy. Say it's fear mongering. I'm just letting you know what I believe is going to happen. And when the banks are saying it, we maybe want to follow the banks, what they're saying, to start stockpiling it now before, I don't want to say it's too late, but really before the supply dries up. You know, there is inventory out there now on most of the items you want. That could change in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road. Once we get into a little bit deeper into 2025, that could change rapidly. And then people are going to say, what the heck happened? Well, I warned you then, all right? I warned you then. This might happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I hope I never have to use my silver for services and goods. But I am prepared in case we need to use it for services and goods. And a lot of you folks have stacked just in case. You know, people say, well, you don't know what the future is going to hold. Well, that's right. We don't. Nobody knows. So why not have some, at least some silver, and repair in case something does happen, so you're not out there running around like a zombie and wondering what you're going to do for your next meal. You will have some silver in your pocket or your purse or whatever it may be. So if you folks have any questions for me, please reach out. My email is always in the description of every single video. I'm happy to help anybody out there. You know, I got 2 emails last night. I was happy to help out, and they both got back to me and thanked me for my time. You know, it's not much time, folks, for me to get back to you. So don't feel like, you know, you're bothering me or anything like that. If you got several questions and you can't leave all one email, send me another email. You know, I will get back to you. Like I said, I will try to get back to you within 48 hours. If I don't, send it a second attempt. That's all I ask. You know, I'm human. I sometimes miss an email or two here or there, and it happens. So I thank you for watching, folks. I rambled on a little bit too much towards the end of here, but I'm just trying to help everybody out there who is interested in silver, gold, or platinum. On that note, to the next video. Coin Shop Chris is out.